Today we're going to do a PM on an EnteraLite Infinity feeding pump. It's an integral pump. You can hook up to adults or children. It's got an external port that hooks up to them for feeding. The way that it does feed is there is a set that goes into the pump itself. Here's the set, here's the feeding bag, and then here's the external tubing that goes into the port for the patient. It hooks up into the pump around the roller assembly, snaps in place, the lid closes, and just make sure that the tubing is not pinched up, and then we can run through the functions which we'll talk about later. You can have a 1200 milliliter feeding bag or a 500 milliliter feeding bag. The specifications on this feeding pump: the battery will last for 24 hours. It is portable, so if a child needs to go to school or an adult needs to go out during the day, they can take it. The way they do that is they can put it into a little backpack. The feeding pump just slides in there like that. The bag goes into the back. There is access on both sides to put the tubing through, to snap it in place, to set in place, and to pull the tubing out to go into the port. Then a child could wear this or carry this at school, or again as an adult going out. Some of the other specifications on this is the flow rate range is 0.1 to 600 milliliters per hour. The dose range is 0.1 milliliters to 3,000 milliliters, or an infinite dose where it will just run all the time. Again, the battery will last for 24 hours, and there's other specifications around this. You would have to refer to the manual for those. Those are the major specifications that we would be concerned with.
What we're going to do here is the preventative maintenance, the qualitative part on the EnteraLite Infinity pump. We're going to start by checking the adapter assembly of the pump itself. We're going to do a visual inspection of the prongs where it plugs into the machine to make sure there's no cracks, corrosion buildup, or anything like that. Everything looks good. Next, we're going to go down the cord just to make sure that there's no cracks or cuts in the cord, and everything appears to be in good working order. We'll move up to the prongs on the adapter to make sure there's no burn marks or discoloration. Being that it is a portable pump, you want to make sure that it's working properly at the patient's home, and everything looks good there. Then we're going to move to the machine itself. We're going to check the pins on the inside of the machine where the adapter plugs into to make sure that they're not bent or there's no discoloration or anything like that on them, and everything appears to be good here. We're going to do a visual inspection of the outside of the machine just to make sure there's no cracks in the display cover or on the door itself. Make sure the hinges aren't cracked, and we're going to take a look here at the back for the assembly that attaches to the IV pole to make sure that it's not cracked or it's not stripped out or anything like that, so that it's working properly. And everything appears to be in good working order. Next, we're just going to open the door to where the set gets placed. We'll do a visual inspection of it to make sure that again it's not cracked and that it latches properly when it's closed, and it does. We'll open this again to do a visual inspection of where the set gets placed in the machine to make sure there's no corrosion buildup or any undue wear. So we're going to take a look here at the infrared sensors to make sure that there's no buildup or cracks in them that detect no flow in, no flow out, and no food alarms. And everything appears to be in good working order. Next, we're going to move on over to the roller assembly. And this roller assembly has 3 rollers on it, and we're going to do a visual inspection of the 3 rollers just to make sure that they're in good working order and they spin, and everything appears in good working order here. So that includes the visual inspection of the set part of this machine. Next, we're going to go ahead and verify the software program that's on the machine and the serial number itself As you can see, the serial number's on the side of the machine, and the machine itself will actually check that for you. To do that, you press and hold the on-off switch, and you'll see where the serial number pops up on the machine itself and what software updates it has on it, which everything matches here to what it should be. Next, we're going to turn the machine back off, and we did this so we can get into the menu mode of the machine to verify the settings of the machine for when it goes home. To do this, you press and hold the on-off switch with the plus key on the keypad, and you'll light up and you'll see beep high, which is the alarm setting, or the volume setting for the alarm on the machine, which is where we want it to be. And then we're going to press the prime button once, and it's going to say that the machine's unlocked so that the patient at home can set their feed rate and things with the keypad, so they have access to it. We'll press it again, and it's going to say beep when done, and this will sound the alarm when the proper amount of prescription fluids or feeding has been done on the machine. So when it gets to that level, it will beep to let the patient know that they have reached their dose. And we'll press it one more time. It's going to go on to light on, and this just lets you know that the light on the display is on, so when the patient's using the keypad, it does light up and let them know what's going on. That concludes the qualitative part of the preventative maintenance.